Hello Jedi Knights and Sith alike. Today we're going to be learning Makashi. So this form of Makashi is taught by the Imperial Legion, a lightsaber group over in Kentucky. If you don't know who they are, check out my video on them when I went to visit them. A really cool group. I'm not an official member, so if you are a member, this may be a little wrong. So let's just say that this is inspired by their form of Makashi. So this style of Makashi is super simple, but it has a lot to it as well. What I mean by that is that unlike Shicho, for example, which again, if you want to learn how to do Shicho, the first form, it's up there in the link up there. It's literally two-handed stance and strikes and blocks, of course. With Makashi, you get the side Dooku type of attacking. You get the face your opponent Vader type of attacking, which is just one-handed, two-handed. You have reverse grip, you have two-handed reverse grip, and they also include stabs. So we're going to go through all of that. So in this stance, you're not going to face your opponent head on. You're going to turn your body to the side and face him from this. And this is the stance that you need to come back to, which is what makes it Makashi. Basically, when you strike, you're always going to come back to that starting position. To practice this, we're going to go shoulder and just pull it back. The other shoulder, pull it back. Then you're going to strike down to the leg, bring it back up, other leg, bring it back up, and then the head strike, which is just pop. But the main important thing is that at some point your saber is always resetting here. You don't always have to stop, of course, but even when I'm going faster, you can see that my hand is always, even if I'm just for a split second coming back and into another strike, this is the pivot point here to all of your strikes. Now blocking, again, same stance. Unlike Shicho, where you're moving the whole blade kind of parallel, you're kind of going to anchor the tip of your blade to one point. So if someone's striking to your shoulder, you're moving the saber like this. So this is one shoulder, this is the other. And you can see I'm trying to keep the tip in one place with these two. If there's a head strike, it's just a slight move up. And again, doesn't matter where it's coming from, it's that. Don't go full parallel. That's a Shicho. To keep it in style of Makashi, you're gonna just slightly deflect it. Now blocking your legs is a little bit different because unlike Shicho, where you're just moving it side to side, I believe the Legion wants you to actually move every time. So in this case, there's no anchor point on the tip, but you're still blocking with an angled saber. So if they're going for your leg, you bat away and then meet them here. Make sure when striking, you're always coming in at a slight angle. Unlike with Shicho, where you're trying to kind of come in like straight like that, this you're coming at the shoulders like that, and you're coming at the legs like that. The only thing that's going straight is at the head. So in the Legion, you get divided into Sith and Jedi. Again, watch my old video, and we talk a little bit about that. So Makashi is a Sith form. So what happened is they kind of lumped a lot of stuff into Makashi because a lot of the other stuff is more Jedi forms. So the next one, two-handed Makashi, is their kind of Vader. Basically what you're doing, this time you're facing your opponent head on. Same principle, this is your starting point and you're always going to come back to this. You're going to try and move your body and shoulders as little as possible. It's that intimidating Vader thing where you just, the armor comes down so you can't really move your shoulders anyway. It's just shoulder, back, head, back, leg, leg. Same exact strike sounds. Same with blocking. You're going to find the anchor on your tip. And of course, you can always make this flowy, but you're always going to want to keep that starting point here to make this distinctly Kakashi. Kakashi? Makashi. So just always keep the saber in front of you. This is not much of a, like you don't move the saber above your head or behind you. Not much you can do like that, but don't move it like, whoops, like that. Because it's supposed to be in front of you. It's supposed to be kind of Sithy and intimidating and yada yada yada. Now the third way of doing this, reverse grip. So your starting position, again, saber in front of you, and then it's kind of just shoulder, shoulder, leg, leg, head. Just quick little jabs. Jabs and back to your starting position. Blocking, again, just anchor the tip somewhere, and that's your shoulder, your other shoulder, leg, leg, head, head. And you can make, of course, this can be flowy because the starting point is in front of you and you're just going for angled strikes. Same with the two-handed. And then finally, they have stabs, which is this starting position or this starting position. And then when you're stabbing, you just stab. When you're moving and striking in a stab, you're gonna want to stab, and then if they block or even if you hit them, you kind of want to keep the point of the saber in the same place and then bring it back. So you create like a little triangle as you're moving. So the saber moves like that. You're not stabbing, moving back. It's a like that sort of movement. They've also got a blocking for stabs, which is kind of interesting. It'll be this stance or this stance. You're going to want to keep the saber in front of you a little bit because you're going to be moving around. So when someone's coming at you and you're using the blocking form of this, you're going to keep the blade pointed straight forward and you're going to protect your shoulder like that. So you're hoping to catch someone coming this way, come at your other shoulder, your leg, and your other leg. Your head, I believe, is still just that. Slight angle. Now, of course, Makashi is really fun to use because you can get up to good speed with your strikes with it. And you can end up mixing and matching all of this. So you can go from one-handed into a stab to your two-handed. If you find it better for blocking, that's fine. Strike, strike, switch. And it all looks very impressive, but it's basically just you're striking in an X pattern no matter which grip you're using. But again, it's always in front of you, so you get up that speed. So let's go over all of them one more time. One-handed, starting position is here. Shoulders are here, head up top, legs. Two-handed, shoulders, head, legs. Reverse, shoulders, legs, and head. Stabbing, it's a stab. There's not much else to it. Remember, blocking, you're keeping the point of the saber as steady as you can as you're angling the blade to stop an incoming attack. Except for when going for your legs, and you're gonna meet him with a swing. But again, make sure your blade is angled. Same thing when sideways, of course. One-handed, same thing. Blocking in reverse grip, again, anchor the point of the saber and try and move the point as little as possible. These are the shoulders. With the head, you're going to reverse it and anchor the hilt itself. Just keep it at the slight angle. And your legs, again, you're just keep same as with your shoulders, but just lower. Same with the stabbing block. Gonna keep it straight forward. If someone's coming at your shoulder, meet them like that. Other shoulder, meet them like that. your leg, your other leg, and head. And that is Makashi. I hope that this helped. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're looking forward to more form videos. Next up, we will have Suresu, Mr. Obi-Wan Kenobi himself. If you need any help with Makashi, please don't hesitate to reach out. My DMs are open on Instagram and I believe TikTok, though I never look at TikTok, so DM me on Instagram. I've got flow stuff on both TikTok and Instagram. My YouTube is dedicated to everything lightsabers and just Star Wars in general, if you're looking for more Star Wars based content. The saber I have been using in this video is the Ventare, of course, my very own lightsaber, which you can find and buy for yourself on azsabers.com. This was specifically designed for flow and light dueling, as well as sounding and looking incredible. People have said this is one of the, if not the best sounding sabers on the market, so if you're looking for a good quality sound, this is your saber. I've got a merch store in the description if you want to help support the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.